Hey there, guys. We're going to be going back to the Heavenly Flames Elite version. This is the Scorn of Bahamut. They finally fixed the bug where tag chainers were dealing less damage than intended against enemies with the break bar. So we're going to be going back and doing another quick clear with Last Fall Reagan. This time we're going to do a single break clear because with the bug fixed, you can very easily do it in a single break phase if you're using tag chainers. Well, these special tag chainers. Fizelet does not really count because she doesn't get the bonus. But this is the team we're going to use. It's going to be just a pretty standard setup. Phasey is going to be our tank. She is geared for high bulk in both forms. Base form is using some LB fill and Call of the Wild, as well as Behemoth suit, so we can have some auto mitigations on turn 1. She's also using Wisdom of Hess. We got the green magic update. This is a permanent mitigation to magic and physical. She's got 8 auto limit per turn, plus Call of the Wild in the base form. That's going to be very important for what we're doing. Shift form is geared for a little bit of physical bulk, but mostly magical bulk again. We don't need the auto buffs in the shift form, but she does have some auto fill, so we can get her LB gauge good to go by turn 4. Realm is for filling LB gauge. She is dual wielding weapons that the boss is weak to, so she's using a rod and a dagger. You can use it's rod, dagger, sword, katana, greatsword, gun, and there's 1 or 2 more. I forget which others, but those are the big ones. A lot of hit points, a lot of auto healing. Got the barrage materia, and she's going to be just filling LB gauge. People ask me, what if I don't have Eurisha? Well, Realm's a decent substitute. Eurisha is better, and if you have Eurisha, I absolutely recommend you bring Eurisha instead of Realm because she's more consistent with her LB fill for the burst phase. But Realm works. Charlotte and Fizelet's base form, just dual wielding guns, a lot of mana regen, some Esper fill. We're going to need an Esper on turn 2, so we've got at least 5 Esper fill across the team, which is actually pretty easy to do. We only need it on turn 2. Because we're going to top off the tank. You could also use an item on your tank and like elixir your tank on turn 2, but Espers are cheaper. So there's her gear. Shift form, she's going to be a tag chainer. We're using just regular damage stuff. She's geared for damage. She's got 4,400 attack, 145 beast, 295 dragon. We're going to use the newly enhanced Daughter of Destiny Vanille. She's going to be imbuing our team with Earth, doing 130 Earth in Peril, 85% breaks, and that's mostly it. She's also going to be quad casting quite a few turns to deal damage to the boss. Not deal damage, to break the gauge. So she is dual wielding rods, so she can break the gauge more efficiently, and she's got some LB fill. Well, too much LB fill, but that's okay. And then the paintbrush, the dragon's brush, to get her LB ready to go by turn 3. So there's her setup, and she's also using some Esper fill. And someone's on Lakshmi. I think Realm's on Lakshmi to heal the tank. I mentioned that already. If you don't have Esper fill gear, you can on turn 2 you could just use an elixir on the tank. It'd be totally fine. So there is Realm or Vanille, and now we're going to be doing Last Fall Reagan. Base form is geared for chaining, LB damage, LB fit, not LB damage, chaining, LB fill in the base form. So we've got 12 autofill, 250 beast, 275 dragon, some decent attack power. Shift form is all about the LB damage. We got dragon killer, beast killer, etc. Limit burst damage. We've got maxed LB, maxed dragon, 225 beast. I wish I had more Irvines. And then we're taking Woodsman, who is geared pretty well for this. Same thing, base form, got some autofill, got the paintbrush and all that, looking good. We've got maxed auto, maxed both killers, very nice. Shift form, here we go, it looks pretty similar, and he's got maxed everything. So grab the best friend you can, and let's try it. So we're going for a 1 burst phase. We're not really planning for like a long duration fight. But we'll see how we do. We'll just hope for the best. So there we go. Start all the auto casting. We're going to shift Phasey, which is going to automatically reapply cover, but it doesn't really matter for this turn. And we're going to provoke and Nereid's Kiss for the mitigation. Let's see. Vanille is going to triple. We're going to do Defying Destiny and just some attacks to damage the gauge. Realm on this first turn is just going to barrage. Yeah, I have the gauge specifically mapped out to what turn it's going to break. So these are all being done for very specific reasons. So if you're copying my strategy, point for point, make sure you're doing exactly what I'm doing. And then we're going to full charge bullet 3 times on Fizelet. And then Last Reagan are going to imbue themselves with... I'm sorry, no. First we're going to Imperil, then we're going to Imbue, and then we're going to Gleaming. Let's see. Imperil, Imbue, and Gleaming. Okay. Rom's a little slow. So we're going to get 5 physical attacks on Phasey. She's got physical mitigation from your Righteous TMR. She's got decent bulk. She's got 75% general mitigation. Yeah, she's fine. She's fine. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and summon Lakshmi to top that tank off. We're going to shift Phasey to the base form and guard. This reapplies cover as well. Vanille on this turn is going to just hit the boss 4 times with quadruple Gestalt. Let's see. Fizzlet is just going to break the gauge again. And the last Reagans are going to triple cast Gleaming to keep filling their LB gauge. Looks like the friend got lots of crystals. Mine did not. That's okay. Wait for this to finish. We don't want to break the chain to get the little bit tiny amount of damage we are going to be contributing. And get it in there early. Okay, so LBs are good to go on the people that need it. So here is the painful turn, Atomic Ray. Always hurts a lot, but we've got a good Phasey, so we're okay. We're now going to provoke and do Lagoon Shell on Phasey. We're going to use the limit on Daughter of Destiny Vanille. This is a 5-turn. It's a 4-turn break technically, but it's 5 effective turns. There we go. So turn 3, we're going to just chain again with these. Let's see. Realm is going to barrage. I got my little list here. What I'm doing. Nail limit. Fizzlet, triple gauge break, and we just chain. Yep. Okay. So we'll be setting up for the burst next turn. Phasey is going to... you know what I probably should have done is done Lakshmi on turn 3 instead of in Barrage on turn 2. So Phasey could be more healed this turn. But we're going to hope for the best. So we're going to go ahead and shift Phasey to the shift form at LB for the Earth Amplify. We're going to have Vanille do Quadcast. We're going to do 100 Arms, which is enhanced, and then we're going to hit the boss 3 times to keep breaking the gauge. Realm is going to do Rod Imperil. That mostly unlocks our triple cast, which is the reason we're doing it. And then we're going to hit the boss once with physical drawing. Let's see, Fizzlet is going to imbue herself and break the gauge twice. So we're going to Shining Punishment, and then do a double gauge break. And the last Reagans are going to... We're going to be doing Earth Element, by the way, so we're not really bothering with his imbue. We're going to do the LB damage buff, the Dragon Killer, and we're going to hit the boss again. LB damage buff, Dragon Killer, hit the boss again. And again, make sure you're doing these exactly as I do, because these are you know, I mathed out the gauge to break on an exact point. Okay, so we need to hope that we survive Mega Flare here on Phasey. We did, so we're fine at this point. Okay, so now it is time to go for the kill. We're going to use Cover and Healing Ripples, but not yet, not yet. We're going to shift the last Reagans. And Darkness Purging. We're going to shift the last Reagan. We're going to Darkness Purging. We're going to shift the Fizzlet. And we're going to tag 3 times. Do I want to do anything else first? Oh, duh. I need to break the gauge. Now we're going to quadcast just Force Blasters to break that gauge with Vanille. So wait for this to finish. And just on time. Like I said, this was mathed out to break exactly when I wanted it to. Okay, so we're going to chain. I'm going to wait for the chain to build above like 16 or so. Cap. Looking pretty good. Alright, so Shoreline Fiend and Daisy are going to cover and Healing Ripples to fill gauge. And then Realm is going to We're going to just triple fill with Realm right here. Masterpiece sketch 3 times. And then the last well should regenerate the rest. Oh, the friend is not regenerating. Oh, it's okay. We can use Daughter of Destiny Vanille to hit the boss a few times, and it should get a drop. You know what I should have done is Rallying Cry on Daughter of Destiny Vanille. Rallying Cry would have been better here. Okay, the friend got his LB. Yeah, so Rallying Cry would have been a guaranteed LB if you have the Mons emblem on that. But we got it anyway, so we're going to... this is turn 6. We need to limit, again, with Phasey to refresh the Amplify. And Realm. Yeah, Realm, we don't need anything. So we're going to go ahead and chain this and wait for the chain to build. Okay, and then Realm now will go... How much health does she have? Oh, she's maxed out. She's fine. So Realm is going to fill twice and do her cooldown fill to guarantee we fill everyone to the max. Perfect. And that's it. We killed him in 1 burst phase. Alright. So, we're going to now just tag chain 3 times. It's possible that your attack buff is worn off if you're not using auto buffs. So we'll use Combat Paint with Realm to do an attack buff. And there it is, guys. We have beaten Bahamut in 7 turns. All missions. Okay. So there is the easy way to do it. If you've got tag chainers of your own. If you don't have Lasso Reagan, you've got Reyna. They should work the same way. Their tag chain is really good damage. It also gives you an AoE Beast Killer buff. And if you don't have Eurisha, as you saw, Realm worked fine. So that turn 6 was a little dicey. I had to rely on a crystal drop. If you've got Mont's emblem to fill LB gauge, put that on Vanille, and then on turn 6 you can use that to fill LB gauge if need be. Okay, so there it is. I will see you guys next time.